and immediately invite interference from people who benefit from keeping them weak. Every habit you build, every skill you develop, every ounce of discipline you pour into yourself leaks out before it compounds. Most people chase power by adding more grinding, more effort, more everything. But you cannot fill a bucket with holes. Power does not come from what you build, it comes from what you eliminate. Every truly powerful person you know is not powerful because of what they have. They are powerful because of what they removed. They cut the drains, sealed the leaks, and eliminated the weaknesses first. Now everything they pour into themselves stays. Nothing drains. Everything compounds. But here is what destroys most transformations before they begin. You never broadcast your moves. You simply executed quietly, and now they must deal with the result. Transformation must be silent, invisible, and undetectable until complete. Every elimination you announce becomes a battle you must fight. Every change you broadcast becomes an opportunity for interference. The people who fear your growth will use your announcement against you. The ones who failed at the same thing will discourage you. The ones who benefit from your weakness will quietly work to stop you. But when you execute in silence, there is nothing to challenge, nothing to test, nothing to undermine. By the time anyone notices you are different, the transformation is already complete. You smile and move on. You explain yourself constantly. Someone questions your decision and you justify it. Someone looks at you sideways and you feel compelled to make them understand. But every explanation leaks power. You shift from an offensive position to a defensive one. You hand them ammunition to argue with. You signal that you need their understanding, and the moment they know you need their understanding, they hold leverage over you. Watch what happens when someone questions you and you explain. That assumption becomes their reality without a single announcement from you. You are too reachable, too accessible. Anyone can get your time, your attention, your immediate response. But scarcity creates value, and availability destroys it. The more accessible you are, the less valuable you become. Think about the people you value most. Are they the ones who respond instantly to every message? Are they always free whenever you want to connect? No. The people you pursue are the ones who are hard to reach, whose time feels genuinely precious. By the time they realize they cannot read you, they have already lost the ability to manipulate you. You react visibly to everything. Someone says something and your face reveals exactly how it landed. Someone does something and your response broadcasts your emotional state to everyone watching. Every visible reaction is information you are freely giving away, and information is power. When people know what affects you, they know precisely how to control you. They know your triggers, your buttons, your strings. Your reactions are essentially a manual for manipulating you, and you have been handing out free copies to everyone around you. Here is how you eliminate this quietly. And if your insight is genuinely valuable, you find ways to create exchange, rather than simply giving it away. Someone has a problem and you solve it immediately. Someone asks a question and you hand over your best thinking like it costs you nothing. But it does cost you. Your insights have genuine value. Your ability to solve problems has real value. And you have been giving it away freely to people who do not appreciate it, to competitors who use it against you, to energy drains who take your best ideas and return nothing. The relationship dies of natural causes, and no one can point to the moment it ended. You have relationships that cost more than they contribute. Friends you keep around because it is familiar, because you have known them forever, not because they add anything to your power, your growth, or your actual goals. These relationships feel harmless, but they are significant leaks. Every hour spent with someone who adds nothing is an hour not spent with someone who could add everything. Think honestly about the people you spend time with. Who makes you more powerful after you see them? Who leaves you feeling drained? Who actually contributes to your goals versus who simply consumes your time? Some of those friendships are net negative, and you keep them because ending friendships feels dramatic. Let them underestimate your effort while you outwork everyone invisibly. You let people see you struggle. You talk about how hard you are grinding, how tired you are, how much effort everything requires. You wear your struggle like a badge of honor, but visible effort is a significant leak. When competitors see you straining, they know you might break. When manipulators see you depleted, they circle closer. When you broadcast your grind, you invite scrutiny, doubt, and interference from people who would rather see you fail. The most powerful people do not look like they are working hard. You take action, or you walk away, but you never complain. You verbalize your dissatisfaction regularly. You share frustrations, tell people when things are not going well, and let everyone know when circumstances feel unfair. But every complaint signals that you lack power over your situation. It positions you as someone things happen to rather than someone who makes things happen. When you complain, competitors see you struggling and press harder. Manipulators see your unhappiness and offer solutions with strings attached. Negative people bond with you over shared misery and pull you further down. Complaints make you look powerless even when they are completely valid. They run into the wall enough times that they stop running into it entirely, and they never heard you announce the wall existed. You decide something is unacceptable and then accept it anyway when pressure arrives. Your standards have flexibility in them, and people have learned this about you. They know your no might become yes. They know your limits might expand under the right pressure. So they always push, because negotiable standards invite constant negotiation. Watch what happens when people know your standards are soft. They test continuously. Behind the boring exterior, you are executing in complete silence. You tell people your plans, your fears, your next moves, your strategies. You share because sharing feels connecting, because secrets feel like burdens, because you want people to understand you. But every piece of information you share is ammunition handed directly to people who may use it against you. Think about what happens when you tell someone your plan. They tell someone else. That person tells someone else. Soon, people you have never met know exactly what you are going to do before you do it. Your moves are anticipated. Your advantages are neutralized. Your element of surprise is completely gone. Here is how you eliminate this quietly. You do not announce you are keeping things private, and by the time people notice you seem more confident and self-assured, the rewiring is already complete. This is the master leak, the root of every other drain. You need people to think you are doing well, to validate your decisions, to confirm you are on the right path. Every decision you make runs through the filter of what will they think. And because of this single need, you explain yourself to get approval, stay available to maintain it, show emotions so people validate them, give free advice to seem valuable, keep comfort friendships to feel liked, show effort so people acknowledge it, complain so people sympathize, negotiate standards so people do not reject you, and leak information so people feel included. Every other leak exists because this one does. Seal this master leak and the others starve. Here is how you eliminate it quietly. You build an internal validation system. They had every opportunity to stop you when you were weak and leaking everywhere, and now it is already done. 10 holes that have been emptying everything you pour into yourself. Now you know what they are and exactly how to seal them. But remember the single rule that makes all of this work. Silence. Do not tell anyone what you are eliminating. Do not announce your transformation. Do not post about your changes or ask for accountability.